Hello everyone, welcome to this week's weekly market view for Monday the 24th of April to Friday the 28th of April 2023. My name is Vishal. Let's get started. Alright, so let's start with the monthly chart of the Nifty, and if you look at the monthly chart of the Nifty, we are seeing a little bit of a selling pressure coming in at the top, and this is going to be a very crucial close, because like I said last time around also, that when we are in this level of demand and we have created this indecision candle, it will be important to see a close above the high, which will probably trigger more longs to the upside. But that has not happened. We still have a few days left for this month to end, so we will have to see how things fall in place. All right, let's move on to the weekly chart. And if you look at the weekly chart, we are more or less reacting from a tested level of supply, and this is the clear reaction that we are seeing. We did form a little bit of a bearish formation on this candle, but more or less it's more or less showing us some kind of a consolidation. So right now we are into this weekly level of demand, which we can possibly fine tune it, and more or less in the coming week we can expect the prices to be a little bit more range bound towards 17,800 and 17,300 based on the weekly chart. Let's go on to the daily chart, and on the daily chart we are just forming some kind of a consolidation here. Now what is more important to also watch is that we are reacting from this this daily supply, right? And because we are reacting from this daily supply, there is a possible way where there's a possibility that a new supply zone can be created here. So you see this drop, base, base, base. So there's a possibility of a drop candle. And in case that happens, then it's most likely that there is a possibility of some few more shorts getting triggered. So maybe if we see a candle like this in the coming days, then any retracement to this level will probably lead to more shorts. However, as we are coming closer to this area over here, we need to also be a little watchful as let's get the drawings off. So this is that daily level of demand that we need to watch out for, which could also mean that price could come here, could just base for a bit and then possibly even take off and start making a new high. All right. So this will be a key area to watch out for in the coming week. 17,561 to 17,684. Possibility of a new supply zone being created here, and then 17,423 to 17,306. This is your level on the daily chart of demand. Now let's go more on the intraday picture to see what's happening on the 60-minute chart. And you can see on the 60-minute chart, the daily supply has just created a lot of consolidation. The key levels to watch out for on the 60-minute chart will be this supply zone. Please bear in mind that this pro gap or pro gap supply zone is a reaction to this area here. So it's not a fresh level, but it's still a level which is more or less reacting from a previous level. However, because this is a pro gap, there is a likelihood that a possibility of a gap up into this area could lead to a bigger fall. Now, in case if the market does break out of this consolidation, either the market can move up towards this area of supply, where you can see the prices going up over here and retesting this area and then falling down, or the prices might just break down out of this area and start moving down. If that happens, that is, if the prices do break to the upside, then we might see this area tested on the 60 minutes. And if the prices do break down, then most likely the prices are likely to head towards this area of demand, which is this rally-based rally. So this is going to be a very key level to watch out for. And when the prices comes down to, let's say, 17,271, 280 odd levels, one should stop shorting for and probably expect a reversal, right? Because as we come down, then we are going to be coming closer to that daily area of demand, and that is the area where the buyers are going to be taking, uh, more. I would say more participation and trying to take the markets up. Now let's look at some of the opportunities that can possibly take place tomorrow. So very interesting setups here. So let's get into these areas of the zoning first here. So let me just remove all the tools here. So I'm on a 5-minute chart now, and as you can see how the prices have just simply consolidated for so many days together, right? So my focus right now would be where the current market price is, and I'm just going to minimize myself a little bit here so that you can see the chart. And here you can see how the prices have been forming these lower highs, right? So right now, the key level to watch out for will be this area over here. Obviously, we do have this level which is already there on the 60 minutes. But even before this level gets triggered, there are going to be a few major obstructions for the Nifty. So one is this area over here, which is this rally base drop. And when you combine this, this is going to be more or less a level on top of level, right? So any move because of earnings or because of good news in various other companies or the heavyweights, it's more likely that Nifty might surpass all these levels and might straight away come into this area. This is where we might see a little bit of consolidation before the price makes a U-turn to the downside. So this is going to be a very key level to watch out for, 17,715 to 17,756. We might get a possible strong reaction from that level. On an intraday basis, we do have a level in play over here as well. We might have to go to a smaller time frame, let's say a 2-minute chart. If you look at this level more closely on the 2-minute chart, so this is the level. So this is that rally-based rally. If you want to be a little bit more conservative and you want to possibly just combine this level as well, then you can possibly just look at this level on top of level. So 17,571, 17,558 is a level to watch out for demand, and to the upside, this 17,715 odd area. Anything between this will just be more or less people who would be trying to buy above the breakouts or below the breakdowns, and that's where you have to be a little careful. All right, let's move on to the Bank Nifty chart now, and let's see what the Bank Nifty chart is telling us. So let's load the Bank Nifty chart. Let's remove all the markings here so that we can do all the markings from scratch. Let's start with the monthly chart first. And on the monthly chart, pretty much the Bank Nifty is definitely showing that it is the stronger of all the indices. And, this is how the market has reacted. Now we are coming into this area over here, so we got to be a little careful. Maybe we go on to the weekly chart to just see where we are coming into. And as you can clearly see, this supply zone was plotted by us last week itself, and I said that we need to be a little careful when the price gets in here. Now, there are two possible scenarios. Either the market turns very bullish and the market breaks this supply, and then we see a new high on the Bank Nifty. But if that doesn't happen, then markets might consolidate before they make a stronger move to the downside. So now that we have completely swung straight away up right into supply, there can be a corrective move to the downside. So what we can expect from the weekly chart is that we might expect to see again a pretty range bound market with some slightly not, I would say, tighter zones, but a little wider zones. Right now we'll probably get to see a little bit more clearer on the smaller time frame chart. So let's first go to the daily chart to see what's happening on the daily. And if you look at the daily chart as compared to the Nifty, prices have come into this weekly supply zone and have just halted there. Um, there is a possibility that we might get back into this area over here. Um, just barely touched this supply zone and has consolidated. So there could be another round of retest, and then we might see the fall, right? But we just need to be a little careful as well on this one, because as the prices come into this area, we have to be careful about these levels of demand coming into play, right? So on the daily chart, this supply is going to be very, very key. We might expect to see the prices going a little bit more deeper into this area and then forming a little bit more of a bearish candle like this, and that is the time more shorts will be coming into play. Let's move on to a smaller time frame chart now. And let's go to the 60-minute chart. So yeah, on the 60-minute chart, pretty obvious level here. In fact, it's more clearer on the 75-minute chart. So this is the level. Take this and mark this level, 42,623 to 42,846. Pretty strong move of supply, and also pretty much above all the highs. Again, market is creating a consolidation. So in case if we do happen to see a breakout, then that breakout might push the price into this supply before we start seeing a pretty significant fall in price. So this is an area of supply and a very, very key area to watch out for in the coming week, 42,623 to 42,846. All right, let's go to the 60-minute chart. And if you look at the 60-minute chart, even before we get into this 42,623, we do have a tested area of supply here, where markets are possibly struggling once, struggling twice. There could be another attempt of the price hitting this supply zone, where prices might go a little bit more deeper. In case if the supply zone breaks, then definitely the upper level is a higher probability level. But just in case if the supply zone holds, then there could be another round of shorting coming in from even this level as well. So keep a close watch on the 60 minutes on 42,364 to 42,496. Definitely slightly lower probability level. The higher probability level is definitely the upper level. But even this level can still play out because the prices have just barely tested this level of supply. So it'll be interesting to see how the markets open tomorrow and what kind of a reaction do we get from these markets. Now, I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm just going to straight away head to the intraday levels here. Key levels, very, very important. And to me, I think there's a very likely possibility of us getting a trigger on these levels. So if you look at all the price action, let me take you to the 5-minute chart first. So this is all the price action that has happened on the 5 minutes, and this is more or less from where the prices have actually started their fall to the downside. So if I now just go to a smaller time frame, let's say a 2-minute chart. So I'm just looking at fine-tuning this level. So you can see this area over here, right? So this is that you want to just include this one as well. So this is going to be the key level to watch out for. Prices have tried to come into this area several times, 42,419 to 42,481. Not a very, very big level in terms of the bank Nifty, to say so, but can be a key level to watch out for. Again, this is the level within that 60-minute level. So it can play out on an intraday basis. So keep a close watch on 42,419 to 42,481. And to the downside, if we just go here on the 5-minute chart, Then just below the 5 minutes, we have a key level of demand, which is sitting right here. This is that rally-based rally level. Price came very, very close to the level. So the lower level can act as a potential zone where it can trap a lot of sellers from where the prices can bounce. And so two levels to watch out for. In case the market moves here, we could expect a fall. And in case if the markets come down into this level, then we could expect a rise in price. So key levels to watch out for: 41,789 to 41,729 on demand, 42,419 to 42,481 for supply. Right. All right, let's quickly just look at one of the key levels on the Finnifty. So we'll go to the Finnifty chart. I know that there are a lot of traders who are trading the Finnifty. So we'll just quickly go to the Finnifty chart and let's look at the key levels on Finnifty. So I'll just go straight to the 30-minute chart. This is going to be your key supply level on Finnifty. This is also coinciding with the Nifty supply. We do have this level of supply, but seems like this level, in case if the market does gap up on Monday, this may not hold, but we have closed in an area of supply. So right now, currently, we are in a supply zone. And if you look at the overall chart of the Finnifty, there is no clear level of demand, right? So next level of demand is sitting right here and just barely tested, right? So this is your sign where there could be a lot of unfilled orders sitting here. And in case if we do see a strong corrective move, then we might just either fall down from this area or we might go a little further up and then start to fall all the way down here. Okay, so just be a little cautious because all this level of demand is already tested. We might see a little bit of a bounce from this area here, but I think more or less in case if there is a bounce that does come in, that bounce will lead to more shorting of the markets, right? So 18,582 to 18,535. And if that level breaks, then straight away 18,240 to 18,185 on Finnifty. And on the supply zone side, 18,875 to 18,911. This is more high probability. And this is the level which is still in play. All right, let's go and check out the currency markets here. Let's start with the USDINR. Okay. Let's remove all the tools. So nothing much has changed from the monthly chart of the USD-INR. Prices are just consolidating here. This is still your monthly level of demand. However, you prefer to mark this 80.13 to 78.54. Let's move on to the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we are just seeing a little bit of consolidation. Doesn't tell you much about anything. Ranges are very small and tight. However, the ranges are getting smaller and smaller, indicating that possibility that there can be a significant move coming into this this currency pair here. So this is your demand zone, which is already tested once. We could have a second test here. And on the supply front, we are still just continuously trading in this tested supply. Eventually, we are going to be seeing either this level breaking to the downside or then this level breaking to the upside, right? So it's just a matter of time, but let's see what happens. But this is more or less going to be the range for the USD-INR for the coming week. All right, let's move on to one of the companies which are announcing their earnings this week, and that's IndusInd Bank. And so 24th April is that is tomorrow. IndusInd Bank will be announcing the results. So let's quickly have a look at the IndusInd Bank chart, and let's look at some of the key levels on IndusInd Bank. Now, most importantly, whenever you are looking at the banking sector, it's also very, very important to keep in mind Bank Nifty, because once the Bank Nifty hits key levels of supply, then most likely it is going to be also bringing weakness into the banking stocks. All right. Now let's look at IndusInd Bank on the monthly chart. So nothing much on the monthly chart, just prices are have broken and created this this high here, trying to show that they want to move up, but we can't make any kind of there's no conclusive evidence yet based on the monthly chart. On the weekly chart, this is very, very interesting because we have hit the weekly supply, and prices have given a pretty strong reaction. Now we are expecting the earnings, so any unknown factor which probably could do something to the reaction. Prices are in supply, so do not be surprised if there is some crazy reaction based on the results, and that pulls the prices right down. We are already in supply, so because we are already in supply, and since we are in a weekly supply, we should expect the prices to go down, right? So we are also seeing a little bit of that formation over here. We are seeing a drop and a base, and who knows, tomorrow after the results come out, what if we see a pattern like this, right? That will be really, really interesting to see something like this, right? So this is more or less going to be a drop-based drop kind of a pattern, and if that occurs, then there is a very likely possibility of the market going all the way. Let me just show you here, hitting that area and then possibly coming down. If you look at this candle is possibly indicating that the next level of demand is going to be below this area. So if this formation is created on the daily chart based on the earnings, then it will create a lot of shorting opportunities of IndusInd Bank in the coming days, which could also mean that the Bank Nifty could be slightly weaker, or it might be a little bit range bound as well. Okay, so just watch out for IndusInd Bank. If you want to go a little bit more on the smaller time frames of IndusInd Bank, then you can go to the check where is it more clear. It's more clearer on the 1 hour chart, right? Let me just see. So this is your 1 hour chart. This is that pro gap supply zone. So any kind of news possibly might first trigger and push the prices up here. This is where a euphoria in the market will be created to more or less go long on IndusInd Bank. But since this is in an area of weekly supply, we might see a quick fall as well. All right. So this is the key level to watch out for on IndusInd Bank, and keep a close watch on this area. Not a great area, but could be an area to watch out for intraday. Any level below this would possibly trigger long. So just keep a close watch on this demand zone over here, drop, base, rally. And this area could be an area where we could expect to see some bounce coming into IndusInd Bank. So 1163 to 1182, 60-minute supply zone, 1001, 980, 60-minute demand zone, and 1080, 1071. This is more or less just in the range. So if prices do come here, we might see a bounce intraday. All right, so thank you very much, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this analysis. As I mentioned earlier, if you do like this analysis, please do mention in the comment section, and do give your valuable comments. If you are still not a subscriber of Sher Khan Education, do not forget to hit the subscription button, and do watch our educational videos that we keep on doing this week. Not just the weekly view video, but also the other videos that we post. And do give us your valuable feedback so that we can come up with a better content to make you good at trading and investing. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a lovely week. Trade well, trade safe. Bye-bye.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.